Hi guys, so totally remembered that I have not done a video explaining my challenge over the next couple of years. I said I would after getting the 25 half marathon medal from the 100 half marathon club UK, and that was weeks ago, so I do apologise. So here we go. Now, where do I start? I kind of remember back years ago, maybe 2016, maybe 2017, when I was still injured, and I came across the US version of the 100 half marathon club, and I kind of thought that'd be kind of cool if I ever get back running and I'm able to do the half marathon distance. That'd be kind of cool, something to aim for. And of course, kind of put it out of my head. And then kind of in the late summer, autumn, again, I was Googling and came across a UK version of the club, so the 100 half marathon club UK, and it got me thinking. So I kind of looked back through my I've actually kept a Excel spreadsheet with all my races, so I kind of looked back and I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I've done quite a lot of few halves and races that would count as a half, so it's like, okay, this could be possible. So first of all, last autumn, I set my goal to reach 25 by the end of 2019 so 25 halves in my entire running career. And I did that. And so I thought, let's set myself a challenge and let's do 100. 100 from 40. So that is September 2022. So I started 2020 needing to do 75 half marathons in 2 years, 8 months, 1 week, which kind of works out as 2.5 a month. But of course I can't do half marathons, so some month I'll have to do 3 half marathons in a month, which I have done in January. So I've ticked 1 month of 3 halves off, so that's really good. So yeah, so my goal, 100 halves before I'm 40 in September 2022. So, funny enough, I saw an old friend at the weekend and she remembers me saying about my challenge to her for a few years ago. So obviously it was stuck in the back of my mind, and I just happened to dig it out again when I found the 100 half marathon club UK. So that is my challenge. Now, the 100 half marathon club UK is a new club. It's only been around for a few years and they've only got about just under 200 members. So currently, I am a entry-level member with 25 half marathons. When I do 50, I become associate member, and when I get to 100, I become a full member. And of course, I'm not going to stop at 100. I'm going to keep going. So there's only a few kind of rules about what counts and what doesn't count. So any race counts. So it's the distance between a half marathon. So that's 13.1 miles and 25 miles. So for instance, my Grizzly counts because it's about 21 miles. So my Grizzly counts, my 2 Grizzly counts. So that's really good. They kind of say anything above 25 miles, you're kind of in a different discipline, which I totally understand because a marathon is a different kind of discipline to a half marathon. So that's one rule. A second rule, that it has to be externally timed. So I can't, for instance, go out on a 13-mile run, 40-mile run, time it myself and it to count. So it has to be externally timed. And then you just have to have at least 15 starters and 10 finishers for it to count as well. So there's only kind of a few rules for what counts. So basically you can enter at 25 marathons onwards and become a member. So I understand that having a challenge that's going to last 2 years, 8 months, 1 week is quite a big ask. So I am keeping open-minded because you never know what could happen. I could suffer a bout of injury that puts me out for a while, or I might get ill. And it will just be probably sod's law that it happens on a weekend when I've got a double half or something. So that could happen. So I'm totally honest and open that I aim to do it before my 40th, but if for whatever reason, whatever happens, then I can always push that and aim to do it before my 41st. And if that doesn't happen, then we'll just keep pushing the date. But I do hope to achieve it before I'm 40, or at worst case scenario, in my 40th year, so before my 41st. So that is overall my challenge. So that's why I'm doing so many halves at the moment. Of course, I'll be doing a few other races this year, along with my halves, purely because I am a local girl to the Grizzly, so I'll be doing the Grizzly Cub this year. I know I should do the full Grizzly because it will count as a half marathon, but I really can't face it. I loved it in 2012, hated it last year, so I just want to stick to the Cub this year. Also, I'm doing the Sidling Hill 10K, White Star Running sellout event of a marathon and a 10K route. This is the one that has by Cern Abyss, that has the Cern Abyss on the medal, and it's Willie Spins Round. So going to do that one. And then also my favourite race, which I've only done 3 times because I was injured. And last year happened to be a week after my ultra, which is the Haytor Heller. A 6-mile evening race on a Saturday, kind of the 3rd Saturday in July, on Haytor on Dartmoor. And for some reason, I love it. So I'll be doing that again this year. So 3 other races as well as my halves. So yeah, that's my challenge. 100 half marathons before I'm 40. So I am mad, but it's a challenge I set. I like half marathons, and it's kind of cool to be a part of the 100 half marathon club, and it'd be even wicked to wear the 100 half marathon club full paid up member t-shirt. So yeah, thanks for listening. Of course, if you like it, give it a like and subscribe, and have a great weekend whatever you're doing, guys. Cheers!